Welcome to Barre with Mary. We have a glutes and hamstrings focus class today. So the whole class will be done down on the mat. You don't need any equipment, so just go ahead and clear some space and join me on all fours. So knees are gonna come underneath the hips and hands are gonna come underneath the shoulders. I want you to tuck the toes. Take a breath in, and on your exhale, just lift your hips all the way up into a downward dog. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, lift up to your tippy toes, lower the knees, and stop with the knees hovering just a few inches off the mat for your bear plank position. Big breath in. Exhale, lift the hips, downward dog. Keep going like that. Inhale, and move to the bear plank as you exhale. Hold your bear plank, big breath in, and lift the hips, exhale. So getting a little bit of abdominal activation, getting some length through the backs of the legs, getting a little bit of heat building into the shoulders. One more time here in the down dog. And then exhale, you're gonna hold your bear plank, squeeze your thumbs in, lift up through the belly, wrapping the sides of the waist in, and really push down through all 10 finger pads so you feel strength and stability in your shoulders. Inhale here. And then exhale, tap your knees down. Come all the way down onto your forearms. Push your forearms down into the mat and really spread your shoulder blades wide. Now untuck your toes, push the top of the right foot into the mat, and then your left leg is gonna donkey kick up to the sky. From there, we're gonna tap the left knee out of the mat, and exhale, lift it up. Keep going like that. Tap, and lift. So take a moment in this position, and really set yourself up. I want you to find it's almost like you're doing a forearm plank. We're really pushing our forearms down into the mat, pulling our elbow tips back towards our knees, and feeling the abdominals engage. So that as your left leg lifts up, it's not because you're dropping your belly and arching your spine. It's because you're squeezing your left glute. Remember, this is a glutes and hamstring class, right? So abdominals need to stay really active so that this doesn't become a low back class, right? It's all about the glutes and the hamstrings, which run up the backside of your leg. Last time here, I want you to hold your left leg high and start to pulse it up 1 inch. Little kick, little kick. Now, if you find this is uncomfortable on your forearms, you can absolutely do this whole series up on your hands, okay? I'm choosing to be down on the forearms here just to get a little bit more work at the shoulders. And I'm asking my abdominals to work a little bit harder. Now notice here if your weight is shifting over to the right. Shift your weight up and over into your left forearm, really actively pulling your right hip bone back so that we stay long through both sides of the waist. And we try to stay as square and equally distributed between the two forearms as possible. Pulse the left leg up for 8. Go 8, 7, 6. Yes, you're here for 4, 3, 2. From here, extend the left leg all the way to straight. Now squeeze the left quadricep. Take an inhale. As you exhale, flex the left foot, curl the left heel in. Inhale, extend it all the way to straight. Exhale, curl it in. Keep going with these hamstring curls. So you'll notice as you curl your left heel to straight, as you curl your left heel to your seat, that your left thigh bone really wants to drop. Think about pushing your left thigh up every time you pull your left heel in. 4 more times, reach it out and curl it in. So lots of heat building into the back side of the left thigh. 2 more times, we reach it out, pull it in. Now this time, keep your left leg straight, pointing to the left toes. Now from here, take your left big toe and tap it down to the mat. Now squeeze the seat, lift back up to center. Rotate your leg, take your left pinky toe, tap it down to the opposite side of the mat. Squeeze your seat, lift it back through center. So it's a little rainbow shape. It's big toe tap, it's pinky toe tap. It's big toe tap, and pinky toe tap. So we're drawing this rainbow shape, this arch up and over, tapping our foot to either side of the mat. As you do this, please know that you're welcome to slow it down. The goal is to keep everything still except for your left leg. So your hips are not rocking from side to side. Your upper body is staying really strong and stable, pushing your forearms down into the mat. 4 more times, go 4, 3, 2. Now this time I want you to meet me center, left leg is straight, just pulse your left leg up for 16. 16, 15. Could you get your left leg a little longer? We're going to switch it up, coming onto our right side. We're there in 8. We're there in 6. Lift it higher, 4, 3, 2. Keep your left leg long. Rotate your right forearm to point toward me, and then gently roll onto your right hip. So we're in a side lying position. Push your right forearm down into the mat. Left leg is still extended long, and this bottom right knee is bent in like a little kickstand. Tap your left toes down and up. Let's go. It's down and lift. So we started on all fours, getting a lot of work into the base of the seat and into the hamstrings. We're going to transition now more into outer glute work. So glute med, glute min, all of that good stuff, okay? But you're also finding a lot of work happening into your supporting right side here. So right side obliques are fired up. Right forearm is pushing down into the mat so that your right shoulder can soften away from your ear. 4 more times, go for it. 3, 2. We're gonna hold the left leg at that hover. Take a breath in. As you exhale, I want you to bend your left knee drawn into your chest. Now extend your left leg forward. Keep your left leg straight and sweep it all the way back like that. It's in and out and sweep. Yes, knee pulls in and kick and sweep. So keep going with this bicycling motion. And notice what's happening with your hips. All of this movement should be coming just from your femur bone moving in your hip socket. So it's not because my hips are rocking from side to side. It's because I'm squeezing my glutes and working my glutes in order to move my leg in the hip socket. Nothing else is changing shape. Beautiful, yeah. I do not care if your foot is pointed or flexed. I'm kind of switching between the two. It's really up to you. 2 more times. Last time here, you pull it in, kick it forward, hold it forward. Push down with your right forearm, soften your right shoulder, and 1 more time, it's tap and lift. Left leg goes tap and lift. Yes, lots of work into the outer left glute. Now, if you find you're rounding your low spine, then I want you to take your left leg more like 45 degrees, okay? So you're nice and long with the low back. 4 more, go for it. 3, 2, hold your left leg at that hover, pulse it up, go up and up. Little lift, pinky toe lifts up to the sky. Maybe left arm stretches high. We're on our backs to finish this left side series in 8. No hold. Could you get your left leg straighter here for 4, 3, 2, roll all the way onto your back. Plant your left foot and cross your right ankle over your right left thigh like you're doing a figure 4. Take a breath in. As you exhale, push down through your left heel, squeeze your left seat, and lift up to a low bridge position. Ribs stay soft. Tap your seat down and up. Your seat goes tap and lift. Yes. So you'll notice we're kind of taking this 360-degree approach to our left glute and our left hamstring. Very intentional. We'll do the whole series on the right leg, and we'll finish with some centering work, okay? So you kind of know what the structure of the class is going to look like now. As you lift up to that low bridge, really push into your left heel, and let's think a little bit more about our left side hamstrings. Every time you lift your seat to a hover, not only do I want you to push into your left heel, but I want you to imagine dragging your left heel back towards your left hip. So we're really firing up the left hamstrings. 4 more, go 4, 3, 2. We hold that seat at a hover. Take a breath in. As you exhale, we lift our left heel off the mat and lower it down. Yeah, you've got it. Left heel lift and left heel lower. So we're gonna lose the support of this figure 4 position in a moment. If that gets to be too much for you, you can always come back to this figure 4 position with your right leg. 2 more times. Lift the left heel and lower it down. Last time, go lift. Now bring your left heel down to the mat, hold it there, push into the left heel. Squeeze your left glute, take an inhale. As you exhale, extend your right leg straight up to the sky. You can also come to a tabletop if that feels better. 1 more time, drop your seat, down and lift. We tap it down and lift, full range, it's tap and hover. A lot more intense with the right leg lifted. So again, figure 4 is there for you if you need it. Every time you lift the hips, push into the left heel and actively pull your left heel towards your left glute. You're here for 8. Notice what's happening in your face and in your shoulders. Try to find softness there for 4. Hold the up in 3. Hold the up in 2. Now we hold the lift of the seat. Take a breath in. Exhale, left heel lifts and left heel lowers. Yeah, you've got it. Left heel up and left heel down. Do not worry about how high you get your left heel. I don't want you rolling out to the outer edge of that left foot. So push down to the big toe mound of the left foot and lift your left heel just an inch or 2 and tap it down. 4 more times. It's lift and lower. Yes, you've got it. It's 3. Ooh, we're almost there. I promise. 2 more times. It's lift and lower. Now you're going to hold the left heel to hover. Squeeze your left cheek and start to lift your left seat up an inch, up an inch, up an inch. Yeah, you've got it. Take it up and up and up. Relax through the shoulders. Relax at the face. Your final hold for the left side is on deck. 8 more pulses. 8. Your hold is on the other side of this. Go 4, 3, 2. Here's your hold. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze your left seat. Lift your left hip 1 inch higher and hold for 4. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. Tap your seat down and hug your knees into your chest. Amazing work. Rock from side to side. Whew. Take a big breath in and let it go. You know where we're going. Grab a hold of the backs of the legs. Rock and roll yourself up and over. Finding the all fours position. We're taking that whole series on the other side. Coming down to the forearms here. Elbows are underneath your armpits. Push into the forearms. Spread your shoulder blades really wide. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, push the top of the left foot into the mat. Squeeze the right glute and lift your right leg up. Donkey kick position. Right knee taps down to the mat. And exhale, squeeze in, lift, keep going. Tap it down and squeeze it up. So again, take this first set to really set yourself up here. Relax your shoulders. Feel your elbows and your knees drawing towards one another, so you're really lifting up to the abdominals. Every time your right leg lifts, find your exhale, so that we're pulling the pubic bone and the belly button towards one another, keeping the low back really long, and focusing on squeezing our right glutes to lift our right leg up. Notice if all your weight is shifting to the left, put a little bit more weight into your right forearm, leaning towards the right. 2 more times, the right knee taps, the right leg lifts. The last time, go tap. Now hold the lift, just pulse your right leg up 1 inch, little up, little up. Pulling the left hip back, so you stay really long through both sides of your waist here. It can be tempting to kind of crunch your left hip and your left shoulder to each other. See if you can really feel the top of the left foot pushing down into the mat and the left hip bone drawing back so that we can stay long through the waist and long through the low spine by really drawing the abdominal wall in and up. 8 more, go 8, go 6, you're here for 4, 3, 2, hold that lift, inhale. As you exhale, extend your right leg all the way to straight, squeezing through your right glute. Keep your right thigh lifted high as you flex the heel and curl it into the seat. Exhale, we extend the right leg long. 2 counts, right heel pulls it in. 2 counts, we reach it out. Hamstring curl in and reach it out. So again, double check that as you curl your heel to your seat, you're not dropping your right thigh down. Challenge yourself to keep your right thigh lifted at the same height the entire time, so that we're not working as deeply into the quadricep. It's much more about working the back of the right leg. Curl the heel in and reach it out. 2 more times. We curl in, we reach it out. The last one goes in. Right leg stays straight. Right big toe taps down to the mat. Squeeze the seat to the lift. Pinky toe taps down. Squeeze the seat, that rainbow motion, tap the big toe. Squeeze the lift, tap the pinky toe. Squeeze, lift, pick it up, go tap, lift, tap, and lift. You go to the right side of the mat, to the left side of the mat, yeah, from side to side. So you're getting a little rotation of your femur bone, your thigh bone, and your hip socket here. Just a really small one, not huge, right? but you get a little external rotation and a little internal rotation. Every time you come through center, squeeze your right glutes. Keep the abdominals strong. 4 more times, go 4, 3, 2, meet me center, right leg stays straight, just pulse it up for 16, 15. Maybe squeeze the right quadricep and get your right leg even a little longer here for 8. Onto our left side. We're there in 4, 3, 2. Bring your left forearm perpendicular to your right. Roll onto your left side gently, keeping your right leg extended nice and long. Push into your left forearm. Lift up through your left side obliques. And then that bottom left knee can bend like a little kickstand. Right leg tap and lift. You've got it. Tap and lift. Feels nice to get out of that position on our forearms. Our shoulders are getting pretty tired. Now every time you lift your right leg up, I want you to really feel that both sides of your waist stay long. So we're not collapsing down. If you look up, you'll notice this collapse down with my left shoulder creeping to my ear. Push them out away. Lift up to the left obliques. And then hips stay stacked the whole time. 4 more times, go 4, 3, 2. Hold the right leg up. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, you pull the right knee into the chest. We kick it forward, and then right leg, straight leg, sweeps all the way back, just like that. We pull it in, and forward, and sweep. Yes, right knee goes in, and forward, and sweep. Keep going with this bicycle. So as you pull your leg in and extend it forward, the entire time your right leg is in parallel. So there's never a point where I'm rotating my leg open to the sky. The right hip is staying stacked over the left, and our glutes are doing a lot of work to keep our pelvis nice and stable and to keep our right leg moving here. 4 more times, you go in and forward, sweep back. Yeah, 3 times, it's in. You know where we're meeting. 2 more times, go in and forward. This time I want you to kick it toward me, hold it there. Yes, tap your leg down to the floor, go tap and lift, you got it, tap and lift. Now if this is rounding you in your low spine, you can come much lower with your right leg. You just may not have the hamstring flexibility, or to be honest, for me, I'm really fatigued. 4 more, go 4. Go 3, I'm feeling this big time in the outer glute. Hold the lift, just pulse your right leg up and up. Maybe the right arm reaches to the sky. We're on our backs. We have that bridging series to finish there in 8. Yes, push down to the left side forearm. 4 more, go 4, 3, 2. Lay on your back, amazing work. Right knee bends and right foot plants. Figure 4 shape with the left ankle crossing over the right thigh. Take a breath in. Exhale, squeeze your seat and lift. That low hover position. Tap your seat down and squeeze to the left. We pick up the tempo down and up. Your seat goes tap and lift. It's release and squeeze. So here, again, because this is a glutes and hamstring class, I want you to find a little more attention for your hamstrings on the right side. So every time you lift your seat, drag down through your right heel. And imagine dragging your right heel back towards you. So you really fire up the back side of the right leg. You're gonna meet me at that hover in 4, 3, 2. Hold your seat, up, inhale. As you exhale, lift your right heel off the mat and lower it down. Yeah, you've got it. Right heel lift and right heel lower. So as you lift this low hover position, I want you to relax your shoulders, relax your neck, and relax your face. Let all of that tension be in your glutes, in your right side hamstring, definitely working into the right calf as well. 4 more times, it's up and down. Now you'll remember we're gonna extend the left leg up, but please know that this position is a great place to stay if it feels more successful for you. Last time, a right heel lift. Now hold your right heel down into the mat, take a breath in. And as you exhale, left leg can either come to tabletop, or you can stretch it straight up to the sky, full range. Go tap and lift. You tap your seat and lift it up. Let's go. It's down and up. We're almost there. We'll finish with both feet planted, because you know I can never finish single-sided. Yes. Now, just because we are focusing on our right leg doesn't mean I don't also want you active in your left quadricep as well. So squeeze the left quad and extend energy through the left toes. It's tap and lift. 3 more. Go tap and lift. 2 more. It's down. Now this time hold that hover, low bridge position. Take a breath in. As you exhale, right heel lift off the mat and right heel lower. Yeah, you got it. Right heel up and right heel down. Beautiful work. It's lift. So again, don't worry so much about how high you get your right heel. I want you to push down into your right big toe mount so you're not rolling to the pinky side of your foot. You're feeling lots of work into the back of the right leg and into the right calf. 3 more times. Go lift and lower. Yeah, you got it. Take it, lift and lower. Now hold that right heel lifted. Just pulse your seat up 1 inch. Go a little up, little up. Left foot will come down to the mat. We'll plant both feet down for some bridging work to finish this class. Yes, you have 8 more and a hold. Go 8, 7, 6, 5. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold that lift. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the left foot down to the mat. Lower both heels down, but keep your seat lifted. Now stick with me here. I want you to walk your feet out to the edges of your mat so the heels are on the mat and the toes are off. So you have this really slight external rotation, not very wide at all. Imagine your toes are pointing to a 10 and a 2 on a clock, okay? Inner thighs are pressing out. And again, full range. We tap the seat down, squeeze to the lift, pick up your tempo down and up. Now maybe for this final variation, or this final series I should say, you reach your arms up to the sky. As you lift the hips, that low hover, drive down through your heels and really imagine squeezing your heels in to touch each other. So obviously they're not actually going to touch, but I want you to feel the energy of the heels squeezing in for a couple of reasons. 1, it helps to stabilize your knee joints. 2, it's going to get more activation for your inner thighs. And 3, it's going to get more activation for your outer glutes. You're here for 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold our seat up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, relax your rib cage in and down towards the mat. Now drive down through your heels. Actively pull your heels in towards one another and just pulse your thigh bones out 1 inch. Go a little out, little out, little out. I want you to really focus on pulling your heels in towards one another so that we fire not only into the glutes, but really deeply into the hamstrings as well. Upper body is relaxed. Obviously you're engaging your abdominals, but we're not super tense. You have 8 more pulses. 8, thighs press out for 6, thighs press out for 4, 3, hold that press out, just lift your hips 1 inch, little up, drive down through your heels. If you want more, lift your toes off of the floor. So you're driving down just into the heels. Drive your heels down and drag them in energetically towards each other. Push your inner thighs open and really feel how deeply you can activate the backs of the legs and the outer glutes. You have 16 and your hold. Let's go. You've got it. Up and up. You're here for 12 more. You're here for 8. Your final hold is on the other side in 4, 3, 2. Here's your final hold for class. Drive down through your heels. Squeeze them in, inhale. Now as you exhale, I want you to squeeze your seat. Keep your rib cage soft, but lift your hips to the highest point. Just hold and breathe. You're here for 4. For 3, lift higher. Here for 2, tap your seat down. Hug your knees into your chest and gently rock from side to side. Amazing work. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Let's take a figure 4 stretch. Left ankle crosses over right thigh. You are welcome to grab a hold of the back of the right thigh. Or if that feels a little too intense for you, the right foot can just come down to the mat and you can stay right here. It might feel good to rock from side to side, pressing your left thigh bone away from you. So you get a nice release for the outer left glute and hip. Right here is an amazing place to stay. Or if you want a little more hamstring, Go and extend your right leg straight up to the sky. So not only are you working and stretching the outer left hip, but getting a little bit more length through the back of the right leg as well. Take an inhale here, and let it go. One more time, breathe in, and out. Bend your right knee if it was straight. And then go ahead and switch sides. The left ankle crosses over right thigh. Excuse me, other way around. Right thigh crosses over left. Right ankle crosses over left thigh. There it is. Do the other side. How about that? All the blood rushed from my head to my butt. What can I say? Some movement might feel good here. Really pressing the right thigh away from you. Take an inhale. And an exhale. If you did so on the first side, maybe you extend your left leg up towards straight, getting a little more hamstring stretch for the back of the left leg. Try to stay soft through your shoulders and through your face. Inhale. And exhale. Bend the left knee. Grab a hold of the backs of both legs as you unwind yourself. Just gently rock and roll yourself along your spine here until you come all the way to seated, extending the legs out in front of you, flexing through the feet. Inhale to reach the arms high. And exhale to fold forward, grabbing a hold of whatever part of your legs is accessible and comfortable for you. Feel your heart drawing forward and your shoulders softening down. Let's take 3 big breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Again, breathe in. And out. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Gently release your stretch. Roll yourself up to any comfortable seated position for yourself. Inhale to reach the arms high. Exhale to let it go. And that is your class for today. Amazing, amazing work. I hope if you have not already, you will subscribe to the channel. Please send this to friends, send this to family, anyone that you think needs or would enjoy a great workout. And I'll be back again next week with a brand new class every Monday. As always, have a fantastic rest of your day.